Right. So you've built something with Uncommonable and it technically works, but maybe it doesn't fit the exact vision that you had in your head. Maybe the copy's generic or maybe the branding doesn't feel quite like you, but the final result is there and you just want to fine tune and improve it. In this video, I'm going to take the dinner planning website app that I built in the previous video and improve upon it with 5 follow-up prompts that will really help my output become more branded and focused. By the end of this video, you'll be able to see what changed, see what is preserved and stays the same, and what I absolutely did not want to add to this project. If you haven't watched a previous video yet, go ahead and take a look because in that video, I explain what I'm building, which is the What Should We Eat app. It basically asks users a few questions about their energy, available time, food preferences, and then recommend something for them to make for dinner. Now that this app works, we're going to make it feel more intentional, useful, and polished. But before we start making any changes, I want to pause here and help you remember this framework. This is a framework that will help you really shape your prompting. 1, change this. 2, keep this. And 3, don't add this. One of the mistakes that can really cost credits is if you just say, make this better. That kind of instruction is too broad. What does better even mean? Is that a different design? Is that a specific feature? Are you talking about the copy on the screen? Instead, let's give Uncommonable a very focused job by telling it exactly what needs to be improved, identify what's already working, and then set boundaries around what it shouldn't touch. All right, so let's begin first with the visuals, what people see. I am going to put a prompt below, and I will also put this prompt in the description of this video so you can use something similar on your own projects. So here's the prompt. Improve the opening screen without changing the quiz functionality. Replace the generic introduction with a stronger headline. What should we eat tonight? And then add this supporting text. Answer 4 quick questions. I'm actually put X. I don't remember how many questions. And get the dinner idea that matches your energy, available time, and current cravings. Add a clear button labeled Help Me Choose Dinner. Keep the opening screen simple, welcoming, and easy to understand. Don't change the questions or recommended logic. And I'm going to go ahead and hit send. Now, notice with the structure of this prompt, first I identified the specific area that I want changed, the opening screen only. Then I provided the exact copy I wanted it to use. And then I protected the project by saying don't change the questions or recommendation logic, because that last instruction really matters and it really helps Uncommonable know which parts work and which parts don't. All right, so now we have a welcome opening screen instead of just dropping straight into the question. As Uncommonable was going, one of the things you'll notice is on the side you'll be able to see kind of the logic that it's going through, and it also added its own logic, like, for example, the try again on the results screen now goes back to this home screen rather than question 1. All right, next, I want to look at the questions themselves because they're great, but they sound a little mechanical, and I want this to be fun. So instead of saying, make this fun, I'm going to give it some more guidance. All right, here's the prompt that I put in. Essentially, I want to make the quiz answers more conversational and playful by giving it wording. Barely any. I can manage something. How soon do you want to eat? As soon as humanly possible. Things like that can help give it recommendation. It also is adding a lowercase label in the summary line so it reads more naturally. That's something that Uncommonable noticed that I didn't have. That is just suggesting because it works in this scenario. The way that Uncommonable is programmed is that it will improve the experience without accidentally breaking the project as it is, especially when we tell it that we want to keep the quiz. We just want to make it more fun. So let's go ahead and test those questions. How much cooking energy do you have tonight? Barely any. I can manage something simple. How soon do we want to eat? As soon as humanly possible. This one's the same. Something comforting and fresh. What do we have to work with? I'm going to say today I have veggies and pasta. And then I am a vegetarian. So let's see if it finds my dinner. I have a herb green omelet, eggs, butter, spinach, cheese, no pasta. All right. So I didn't particularly like this output. And sometimes that happens with AI. You put in something, you're testing it like a real user would, and it doesn't quite give you what you want. So I'm going to walk you through how I would improve this. I'm not going to say make it better, but what I am going to say is the specifics around this particular edit. All right, so in this update, I'm not asking to just improve the results. I'm giving it examples. Fix the meal recommendation logic so every recommendation respects the ingredients selected by its users. In the current result, the user selected vegetables and pasta, but the website recommended green herb omelet made primarily with eggs. This doesn't match the selected ingredients. So update the recommendation logic using these rules, and then I put the rules in below. Now you can use the plan option to plan out what that could look like as well, which I'll show you in the next prompt. All right, so it fixed it. What was wrong was each recipe had a loose what works with it list. So by putting in this prompt, it really helped to really fine tune the logic behind the prompt so that my quiz here can do its thing. Now, the next thing I want to do is create a more visually appealing design. This works. This is great, but I want it to be more visually appealing, and I don't really know what prompt to use for this. So I'm going to go into the plan mode of Uncommonable. The plan mode will help me plan what this is, give me a few options, and then I can decide from there. All right, so in plan mode, I have asked Uncommonable to help me create a more visually appealing, unique design so that the website feels playful without being childish. Any food-inspired visuals would be great. Give me some ideas on how to implement this. From here, we're going to let the planning part do its work. Right, so in plan mode, it's saying that the reason it looks childish is because the emoji is the only visual language. So it's giving me 3 different directions. 1, the Rizzo recipe zine. 2, ink offset print look with a grain half-tone texture over the whole page, hand-cut paper. That could be great. Late night supper club, which is a little bit more of a moody and grown-up option. Or the tiled, I don't even know what that word is. Trattoria? Hand-painted tile motifs, checkerboard, ceramic gloss. So now I have to decide which one. I'm going to go with option 1. All right. So these are the design elements that it added in. I actually really like the graphics that it added in. I like the pie chart there. That's cute. All right. Now that our app is refined, I want to have this project be a little bit more responsive, especially for mobile devices. So I'm going to add in a prompt for that. The prompt says, review the mobile experience without changing the desktop design unnecessarily. On smaller screens, we want to keep all of these things in mind. All right, my project is nearly finished to publish, and I'm very excited about how this is all turned out. My reminder to you as you're working on your projects is that it doesn't need to be perfect after one prompt. With these series of prompts, you can really adjust, see what's working, and create follow-up prompts that are actually useful in moving your project forward. Remember, in your prompting, just tell Uncommonable to change this, keep this, and don't add this. And if you want to try Uncommonable for yourself for free, you can try it at uncommonable.com. And if you want feedback on your next project, join our free Discord community at Build with Uncommonable. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.